Hola, ¿cómo están? En este video vamos a repasar we're going to review the double object pronouns in this lesson. So basically the idea with double object pronouns is simply that we're going to use indirect object pronouns and also direct object pronouns together in the same sentence. Y es por eso que estamos muy felices, ¿no? So the question we have then is, how is this going to work? How are we going to put indirect object pronouns and direct object pronouns together? Because before we've only used either one or the other. This time we're going to combine them. So it's pretty simple. You'll put your indirect object pronoun and then you'll add on your direct object pronoun, and those will be right before the verb. So we're just going to have a simple combination of the indirect object pronoun and the direct object pronoun. Alright, this next point is very, very, very importante. So one key thing to remember with double object pronouns is that when you're using them together, the indirect object pronoun is always first. So the indirect object pronoun comes before the direct object pronoun. Muy importante. Alright, in this slide we see an example of, it's the same sentence but we're changing it a little bit. So in the top sentence here, la camarera me muestra el menú. So the waiter shows me the menu. The subject is la camarera, the verb is muestra, the indirect object is me, so to me, and the direct object is el menú. So instead of saying the waiter shows me the menu, we just want to say the waiter shows it to me. So we can use the double object pronoun, la camarera me lo muestra. So the indirect object pronoun is first, that's the me, and then the lo is the direct object, and it's lo because el menú, the direct object, is masculine and singular. Okay, here's another one. Nos sirven los platos. So they serve us the dishes. The subject on this one is kind of hidden. We don't really see an explicit subject. It's going to be they, because we see the verb is in the third person plural form. So the verb is sirven. The indirect object to who or for who is nos, so it's to us or for us. And then the direct object, what they're actually serving, is los platos. So what we want to do is replace this los platos just with los. So the double object pronoun is going to be they serve them to us. So nos los sirven. So indirect, direct, verb. Alright, here's one more example. Maribel te pidió una hamburguesa. So Maribel is the subject. Pidió is the verb. The indirect object, remember indirect object always answers the question to who or for who. So that's te, so for you or to you. And then the direct object is what is actually receiving the action of the verb. So what is actually being requested or asked for is the hamburguesa. So that's the direct object. So we want to replace the direct object with the la because it's singular and feminine. So we want to say Maribel requested it for you. So Maribel te la pidió. So indirect object first, then direct object. Again, it's la because it's singular and feminine, and then the verb pidió. Maribel te la pidió. So Maribel requested it for you. Alright, one more thing that's muy importante also. We can't use two pronouns that start with L together, like le and lo. We can't have those together. So the indirect object pronouns le and les are always going to change to se when we use them with lo, los, la, and las. So let's look at the first example. Le escribí la carta. So I wrote her the letter. We want to say I wrote it to her. So it would be le la escribí. But remember from the last slide, we can't use le and la together. So the le has got to change to se. So we have se la escribí. In the second one, the les is the indirect object, but we can't have les, los, so we have to change it to se los sirvió. Ok, muchas gracias por ver el video. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. Bye.